So posting a video every day is not easy. I'm a pretty busy lady, so I have to make some of these videos like now. It's 4 a.m. before work. I guess I could wait till I get ready, but let's face facts. When I'm ready, I've got to go. But today is one of my favorite lessons, and it's such an important lesson. So I'm going to read it here, whispering in my bedroom. Hopefully you can hear me, because it's important. This is lesson 12. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. This is the first lesson when I first did this book that truly impacted me, and I feel like started to get me really engaged, that there was something here that landed as big truth for me versus other spiritual practices that I've done. The importance of this idea, so I'm upset because I see a meaningless world. The importance of this idea lies in the fact that it contains a correction for a major perceptual distortion. You think that what upsets you is a frightening world, or a sad world, or a violent world, or an insane world. All these attributes are given to it by you. The world is meaningless in itself. These exercises are done with eyes open. Look around you, this time quite slowly. Try to pace yourself so that the slow shifting of your glance from one thing to another involves a fairly constant time interval. Do not allow the time of the shift to become markedly longer or shorter, but try instead to keep a measured, even tempo throughout. So you're just looking from one thing to another. I feel like I still hurry a bit, but just in a measured, relaxed way. You teach yourself this as you give whatever you place your glance on. You teach yourself this as you give whatever your glance rests on equal attention and equal time. This is a beginning step in learning to give them all equal value. As you look about you, say to yourself, I think I see a fearful world, a dangerous world, a hostile world, a sad world, a wicked world, a crazy world, and so on, using whatever descriptive terms happen to occur to you. If terms which seem positive rather than negative occur to you, include them. For example, you might think of a good world or a satisfying world. If such terms occur to you, use them along with the rest. You may not yet understand why these nice adjectives belong in these exercises, but remember that a good world implies a bad one. A satisfying world implies an unsatisfying one. All terms which cross your mind are suitable subjects for today's exercise. Their seeming quality does not matter. Be sure that you do not alter the time intervals between applying today's idea to what you think is pleasant and what you think is unpleasant. For the purposes of these exercises, there is no difference between them. At the end of the practice period, add, but I am upset because I see a meaningless world. What is meaningless is neither good nor bad. Why then should a meaningless world upset you? If you could accept the world as meaningless and let the truth be written upon it for you, it would make you indescribably happy. But because it is meaningless, you are impelled to write upon it what you would have it be. It is this that you see in it. It is this that is meaningless in truth. Beneath your words is written the word of God. The truth upsets you now, but when your words have been erased, you will see his. That is the ultimate purpose of these exercises. It doesn't say that very much, and I forget that later on when you're 100 or 200 lessons deep. 3 or 4 times is enough for practicing the idea for today, nor should the practice periods exceed 1 minute. You may find even this too long. Terminate the exercises whenever you experience a sense of strain. Here's what I'll say about this that is the negative truth that's so important. I've struggled with depression most of my life, or a big portion, not when I was younger, but when I was older. I started around 15. And there was always something, like I couldn't figure out what is it about sort of this reality or world that makes me uncomfortable. And it wasn't until I read this that I was like, oh my God, it's all meaningless. And I know it. And I'm looking for meaning where it can't be found. And I attach from one thing to the next. This is maybe where maybe the meaning is in money. Maybe it's in a new job. Maybe it's in, whatever it is, the way I look. Like there's all these places we can look for meaning, but it isn't here. That isn't to say there isn't meaning. That's the trick, and what this is starting to point at. But the way that we have the world right now, it's meaningless, and that bothers us so much that we're making it into something else. And it's almost painful at first, I totally understand, to think about the world as meaningless if you look at your kids or husband, or things that I want to point at that say there is meaning there, just not in the way that we have it right now. So it's not to say that your kids are meaningless, but your kids living in bodies, living to work and pay bills and die, and all the things that they're going to do here that they call life is meaningless. They are not. You are not meaningless, but many of the things that we do in our lives are. So, and we're always looking for meaning in the wrong place, which is what causes the pain. Oh, and this one got long. So I'll go ahead and stop there. Enjoy your lessons for today. Remember, you can do up to 5. At least do 3. They're a minute long. Look around evenly at everything around you. Say, I see a sad world. I see a good world. I see a frightening world. I see a sad world. And then you say at the end, but I'm upset because I see a meaningless world. And have a